The fact that people are forgetting what JD Vance's face actually looks like can be perfectly explained through Jean Baudrillard's 4 stages of simulation. In the first stage, his image was meant to be a faithful representation of reality. Most people generally understood JD Vance's Senate photograph to be an accurate depiction of its subject. But in the second stage, the representation is turned into a distortion of reality. The early Babyface and Giga Chad edits were perfect examples of this because they still clearly referred back to the original Senate portrait, and yet they also manipulated it into something else that wasn't quite real. Over time, the edits grew more and more abstracted, bringing us to the third phase of simulation, where the representation marks the absence of reality. For example, those edits where he looked like a little German child no longer referred back to the original photograph at all. That removed his face from any recognizable context and yet still pretended to be real. This is where we are right now. Stage 3 is where we really start to blur the lines between what is real and what stands in for the real. You can especially see this from how JD Vance himself posted that image of his face edited onto Leonardo DiCaprio's body. Even he was forced to acknowledge that he doesn't have ownership over his own likeness anymore, and yet the fact that he posted this image in the first place further conflates that distinction. Finally, the fourth stage is when the representation becomes more real than reality itself. Now that any new photograph or news story of JD Vance immediately gets edited by trolls, people generations down the line might have no idea what the man looked like, but they will know that these facial features were funny for some reason.